lovelies, I hope you're all well. I just thought I'd come on here and do a video to explain what my story this morning meant. I put a little channeled message into my story, and I wanted to talk a little bit more about what that meant. So I understand that the physical body that we are all in, our human body, gives us messages in the form of sensation or pain or discomfort when it wants us to know something. It's the only way that it can speak to us. And so anyone who follows me knows that I've been experiencing problems with my eyesight recently. And in fact, on New Year's Eve, early in the morning, I got a migraine, horrible migraine. I haven't had one for years. And during this migraine, I completely lost my sight. I couldn't see anything for several hours, just aura, just loads and loads of colours, which is really frightening, but I knew what it was. So I've been kind of getting over that. And then last night, in one of my evening meditations, I was in the bath. I quite often connect when I'm in the bath because it's really good for me to connect in water. And I said to them, okay, my eyes are all over the place with this not being able to see and this migraine and just like feeling in my head, around my temples, all of this stuff. What is going on? And they said to me, you are refusing to look into the darkness. And I was like, okay, what do you mean? And they said, over recent years, you have been refusing to acknowledge the darkness. You've been through lots of dark periods in your life: depression, suicidal thoughts, extreme physical illness, and you understood the darkness when you were in those spaces, but since you have come out of those spaces, you have been refusing to acknowledge darkness in any way whatsoever. And I was like, yeah, I agree with you, I have. Because I had an understanding that it would take down my vibration. And they were like, no, it won't, because you are the light. You need to walk with others and enter into their darkness with them on the understanding that it holds no fear for you. You need to hold their hand and walk with them in their pain, in their suffering, knowing that you are the light and you can move them onto the path with you. And it's your responsibility to walk into the darkness and know that it will not harm you. And I was like, oh my God, that sounds terrifying. And they were like, okay, listen to this. And they sent me the mantra that I put on my story, which is, I am not afraid of the darkness. I acknowledge its existence, but I am magnificent as I am the light. And they've asked me to use that mantra again and again and again until I can understand that it's entirely safe for me to acknowledge darkness, pain, suffering, and understand that it won't affect me. So when I did my nighttime meditation last night, I used the mantra, and about 5 minutes in, I felt my whole body just filling with a sensation of almost nothingness. And then I felt my whole body elevating, and it was as though I was moving through darkness, and I couldn't feel the depths of it because I was just in energy form. And that's what they asked me when I worked with them all night. I was working with subconscious all night last night, and they were helping me to understand that this is the sensation, the feeling that I need to bring into my body when I work in dark spaces, because this is going to allow me to flow freely through the darkness, and that this is my new elevated level of existence. So that's what I'm working on at the moment. I'm still understanding entirely how I use this in my work, and I have a sense that it's all about me knowing that it's safe for me to allow boundaries to come down. I've always had a protection boundary around when I work with people, because I didn't want their kind of experiences of being in the darkness to affect me. And now I'm understanding that I can take down that protection, be in the dark space with them, and still know that I am protected, because the light will always overcome the darkness, you know. And what they showed me last night in meditation was walking into a room where there was no light available, and kind of shining a torch into that space, and understanding that the light from the torch, the beacon, will always kind of break through the darkness and be visible. And so that there was no need to be afraid of dark spaces. And now it's my time to move into those spaces with other people, acknowledge their pain, acknowledge their suffering, be in it with them, and understand that it won't affect me. So this is something new for me. This is new work. It's always ongoing. And when I woke up this morning, I said to them, yeah, it's more work, isn't it? And they're like, yep. So that's my update for today. If anyone else is going through something similar, I'd really like you to share it with me. I've got 7 channel messages to do this week, so I'm going to crack on and do 2 of them this morning. And yeah, I just wanted to send you all love and let you know that if you are in a dark space right now, I'm there with you, and I'm shining the light so that you can find your way out. Sending you lots of love.